Welcome, welcome everybody to our team training. I have a very, very special um, thing today. It came from our leadership retreat. This was a lot of the information that we as leaders gave Sophie and Anton, the marketers that were hired on with Solex. And we wondered, well, what are they going to do with our information? And when they came back with a beautiful, let me pause this music too. They came back with a beautiful, uh, or not a PowerPoint, a beautiful video, which they are going to be releasing in the next couple of days. Probably, I would imagine Wednesday of next week. But they are going to release that, and there's going to be several different time lapse of this video, but it's really going to help us in our business. So the slideshow that I'm going to show you is kind of something that you will show prior to or maybe even showing the video that they're going to release, but then you'll follow it up with this presentation. So I'm going to go through this presentation and show you what it looks like and what you can do with it. Lori, that's fine, and I totally know. I'm just so grateful you're here, and just know that we're all praying for you. Lori is here on the call, and she's been kind of going through some medical challenges, so keep her in your prayers. Um, all right, so the next slide, there's two slides that you actually input, and I'll give you guys the copy of this, those that are on the call. I'll give you the copy of the slide. You can alter it. So you put two slides in that is about you. So you kind of put a picture collage, and I just did one quickly this morning. I'll probably go in there and put more of family and things like that in there as well. Um, but the first slide, you'll just kind of put a collage of different pictures of yourself. And then the next slide is where you go in there and you just give people your why. So the point in this slide presentation and the point in the video that Solex is going to send out is so that you can have in person presentations or maybe house parties where you actually go and show people the scanner and let them experience it. Because it seems like when you are in person, people are much more responsive when they can actually see, touch, feel, see it in action. So that is the whole thing behind this new business push that Solex is giving. Now, if you're not here to grow a business, then this call is not for you. So I just want to let you know that ahead of time. This is basically a touch on what we have to offer as a business, and I will probably go over this on Monday as well with our new business call. And hopefully by then we'll have a copy of that video available. But that video simply made me cry because it was everything that we would want to show a new person about all the statistics in health and our healthcare system. So it really kind of sets a stage as to why we're here, why we're doing this business, why we're wanting to share this technology with others. And I know for me, I'm extremely passionate about holistic healthcare. I love helping families unlock their true health potential. I have years of experience in working with parents of medically injured children or those affected by birth trauma. I have over 35 years in involvement in holistic health, 15 years of practice, and ongoing education for the past 4 years, currently working on my doctorate. I represent the premier health technology company, Solex, and believe that every household needs this as it saved my life and can benefit every family. I'm committed to holistic health care and empowering families to obtain control over their own family's health care. So the following slides are slides that Solex is providing us, and I have a copy of that. Just let me know if you want a copy. I'll send it to you. It is in Canva. They also have the ability that you can do it on Office if you prefer to do it on Office, but I love Canva. So we are going to move forward. And I just absolutely love this slide presentation. So who is Solex? Solex, the premier health technology company, revolutionizes how to navigate through. Can everybody see my screens before I move on? Okay, good. To navigate through everyday life by understanding and balancing our emotions and optimizing energy for enriched living. And I'm going to kind of scrunch this up a little bit. So, who, what, where, why, and when, also how. So, we're the premier health technology. We provide energy, emotions, care, and restore, elevate holistic wellness, emotional wellness, well-being, you and your loved ones. So you get the idea. Who, what, where, why, when, and how. We're going to go into that. So who? Albert Einstein said the future of medicine will be the future, or will be the medicine of frequencies. Who do you know who would like to balance their health and well-being? AOScan technology measures your body's emotions and energy levels, helping you to navigate through everyday life. What? Advanced health and well-being through frequency technology. Solex AOScan technology gives you the ability to pinpoint where your body is out of balance. Where? Anywhere. The mobile AOScan technology can be used anywhere and is available to anyone. Just like a radio station sends out a signal for your radio to receive and tune into, your body sends out information signals for AOScan technology to receive and interpret. I just love this slide. Why? To achieve optimal health. Even when we feel we're having a perfect day, there may be areas in our body that are out of balance. When having a bad day, it's obvious something needs to change. Have you ever wondered why you're able to eat some foods one day only to have them affect you differently another day? Likewise, does a daily task or job that usually is manageable some days feel out of reach? AOScan technology puts you in control of these situations by identifying and modifying the areas in your body that are out of balance. Reminder, this is a slideshow from Solex. I did not do this. Just the 2 slides I did. When? Throughout the day. AOScan provides a variety of scans that are encouraged for your daily use. Each one is specific to your needs and helps you identify areas out of balance. Your solution is as easy as listening to your own personalized playlist, giving you your daily win. How? How does it work with my body? Now, this is going to be a question that everybody asks you. As many people as I've scanned, I get the question all the time. How does it know? Every cell produces energy. Every healthy cell group creates a pattern of energy. These energy patterns are called frequency. AOScan technology receives information and shows imbalances based on those cell patterns. Again, how is it scanning me? AOScan detects and identifies your unique profile. Your profile is like a unique digital fingerprint that only matches you. For example, the unique phone number assigned to your phone allows tones to be captured, shared back and forth, resulting in audible dialogue. AOScan technology receives your unique profile, captures your cell frequency patterns, identifies imbalances. How? How does it know this about me? The AOScan technology takes your unique cellular energy patterns and compares them to a defined database of optimal frequencies, allowing you to control the right energy levels for that part of your body. And just for your information, we have over 170,000 blueprint frequencies or data frequencies. So that's where we built up to. Lauren's hoping, by the end of the year that we have over 200,000 that are being captured and identified. So we are moving right along, guys. So, goal, I want to own my own business. Why do I want to do this? It will allow me to have greater control over how I spend my time. Why do I want to do this? Balanced emotions create well being. Why do I want to do this? I will be able to work from home. I'll be able to spend more time with my family and friends. Supporting my family is the most important thing to me. So, you really want to know your why. What is your root cause of motivation? I shared you mine um, because I also was a mom of two boys that had severe medical challenges as far as asthma and things like that were concerned. And then my youngest had a birth trauma. So I know the bewilderment that parents can face. So that is my why. You need to discover what your why is. It's not about making the money so much. It is about sharing it with as many people as I can. So what's next? What steps are you going to implement to move your business forward? And then that is the end of the slide. So with this slide presentation, do you know of how many people that you can share this with? Is that something that you feel like you can work with? I think it's brilliant. So I'm just going to open it up for any questions. And I'll also put a copy of it in the chat box so you guys can use it. I think you just have to ask for permission. But I'm just going to open it up and let you guys ask any questions you may have. And you can just unmute.
I hate to be a word Nazi, but I did notice a misspelling on one of them. Are we
Did you?
going to be
Which
able?
one was it?
I think it was the last. Oh,
It was cellular.
Or
yes,
was it?
Uh-huh.
I have to go back and look.
it was. It was like 3 from the last or something.
Okay.
It was. How does it find me?
Let me go back
CEL,
and-
it should be CELLULEIR. It has one L.
Well, that's what we need. We need to be able to tell them what's wrong with it. So I just got it in an email last night, so I'll definitely let them know.
I guess my question was, are we going to be able to edit them in any way?
Yes. Well, we should be able to. Let me go in here and look real quick because I can't remember which one I used.
Tammy, if we can edit them, I'm sure between all of us, we've got some graphics that we could add to the slides because people learn by pictures better than they do words.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I agree. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like you can't. Well, wait a minute. Yeah. Let's see if I can get this in here.
If I can get it into PowerPoint, we can edit it.
There you go. It's changed. So
Perfect.
yeah, you can get in here and edit it. So this is amazing. So you can actually add some, pictures or whatever it is that you would like to do. You can enlarge the font. I didn't mess around with it. I just had it and was able to add my two screens to that. But you could add more if you wanted to. But that's the premise behind it, is to be able to use it. And then what you'll do is you'll show the video that they're going to release, which you guys I'm sure you'll all love it. You'll show that video, then you'll stand up in your presentation and just give this slideshow. And then after that, offer to scan people that are there in the audience, or ask anybody that would like to scan, get a scan. You can take the business part out of it if you'd like. So you can play around with this PowerPoint is basically what Solex let us know.
This is beautiful.
I
Yeah.
thought so too. I thought so too.
So once you've scanned people, how do you go about, because they're going to ask questions about what it means. How do you quickly describe to them what it means whenever you've got so many people who are wanting scans at the same time?
Okay, so say that again. I'm sorry.
When you've got people who are, you're scanning people and they start asking questions about what does this mean? What's this?
What?
How do
I
you
know, not gonna
explain?
happen in maybe either today or tomorrow.
Okay, let me find who's, I can't see who's
Tamara
not
Smith.
muted. Could you mute yourself if you're not talking on the presentation, please? Thank you. Honestly, I would reserve that as a educational point. If they start asking questions, reserve a time to set up with them and maybe go over it with them over a phone call or a Zoom call, but I would not do it right there on the, because you're going to be doing so much time. That would be the way I would handle it. Um, is just work with them like that. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right.
I
Any
might would
other?
just do the vital scan with just the food sensitivities just for an example to them because that's the
Yeah.
easiest one to explain.
Yeah, you could do that. And then you can pick and choose actually what you're going to use as the scan. But most definitely I would just set aside the time to, go over it with them. Um, especially if they're that interested, you know. Just set up a one-on-one with them, maybe to go over their scan results, something like that, kind of share, and then share more of the fact that we have Solex University where you'll learn all of that. There's just so many ways to address it, really, but I'm just so excited to see that they're giving us some wonderful tools. Some of you
Tammy,
guys
this would be a great one.
go
I'm
ahead.
sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
This would be a great one for a lunch and learn or an afternoon tea party, so to speak. And I've got an example of what happened to me about 5 years ago with another company that I'm involved with. Very difficult to get people to cough up $5,000 for a machine that we
Right.
all knew worked, but they were hesitant. But when they found out how well it worked on their dog, cat, or horse, they thought nothing of plunking down that money. And when they saw the immediate results in their animal, and they understood that animals have no preconceived notion of whether it's going to work or not. And when it worked, it was like, well, damn, if it works on my dog, it's going to work on me.
Yeah.
And I think that doing this presentation and maybe having everybody, bring your dog to the meeting and do a scan on each one of them and then set up a separate time afterwards, say 2 days later, to see what results they saw in their pet and how it would help them.
Oh yeah, that'd be great, Vicki. Yes. I know I've got so many, I've got to get myself out into the community. It's like Solex let us know at our retreat, you can do so many things behind your armchair, but until you get out there in the community, start holding these type of meetings, you're limited to who you're reaching out to online. And that's so true. I know that I am just buckled down right here at home. And I keep telling Scott, I need to get out in the community. I need to get out in the community. And, and even you have provided me with some amazing tools. And I haven't even been able to get into them yet because I'm in a course right now, a business building course that's going to help me with all of this. But I had to get the systems in place, the email, the website, all of that into place so that I can get out into the community. And that's what I'm in the process of doing. But I am just so covered up right now. But I'm excited because my course should be over, in about 8 more weeks. And then by that time, I should be able to really get out there and share it with others. So that's my whole what I'm waiting to do. But I just thought this was so timely. So it was, and the
Tammy,
video.
how would you?
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was just trying to jump in for the next question, but didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, go ahead.
Okay. All right. So what would going out in the community look like? Because I had no plans to do that, but it's something I could do.
I'm talking about going to, meeting with different chiropractors, different practitioners that we resonate with, massage therapists, acupuncturists, veterinarians. I mean, just getting out and letting others know within our community what we have. Right here in our, 30, 40-mile radius at least. And if not, extend into that. So that's where I'm looking to, because everything I've done has
Okay.
been
So
online.
like one-on-one with the practitioners, one-on-one with those
Yeah.
practitioners. Okay, that makes sense.
That,
I was
or,
thinking, do I need to
saying,
host a-
hey, either that or do like host a party at their office or something. Not really a party, but maybe take some snacks, some good healthy snacks, and just show them what this technology is all about. I mean, because I feel like every practitioner needs one too, to help their clients.
Guys, what
I'm
about-
a practitioner? I'm a practitioner who also wants her clients to have them, to have the AO scan. Like
Yeah.
I have no problem converting my clients into AO scan customers whatsoever, and they can still use me as their practitioner, but they won't need me as much. But I'll still benefit in the long run. So,
Exactly. And I think that's the key is if you are a practitioner, tell your people you need one of these, but I'm here to help you navigate through the results. However, I will let you know that you're not going to have to do spreadsheets anymore. I'm not even going to go through how to read reports anymore, because we're coming to a point with the scanner that it's going to take all the guesswork out. So you're not even going to have to worry about reading all the data. It's going to get so simplified that when you do your scan, it's going to give you the results that you need and what you need to work on. So that's where we're headed, guys. And we've just got to wait on the company to get everything in place. But for the last couple of years, what they've been working on is all the glitches in the devices. And now that devices are going away, now we can focus on the technology and everything that it's capable of. So that's exciting. We're not even going to have to worry about explaining, because the scanner is actually going to produce reports that everybody's going to be able to look at and go, oh yeah, that is exactly what's going on with me, and that's what I need to focus on. So that's where we're headed. That is exactly where we're headed.
Tammy, is that for people, us humans, as well as the pets?
Yes.
Okay. Just wanted to clarify that because I have someone looking at it. So thank you.
That's absolutely amazing, Tammy. I have one tiny question to make about that.
Sure.
Yeah, they had to wait till I was understanding the scans. Oh my goodness, I've just now gotten to where I can sit on like one of Becky's classes or one of your classes and be like, yep. And now you're saying I don't need it anymore.
No, I never put a lot of work into that, because I knew if the big scanner would do it, the small scanner is going to do it eventually. So I'm like, you guys are working yourself up and doing all these spreadsheets, and soon we're not even going to have to worry about that.
I mean, that's awesome. But to be honest with you, I actually didn't work at it that hard. I just waited until I'd been in the group enough. It just started making sense to me.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been 2 years. Come on now.
Oh yeah. I totally get it. I mean, I can pretty much look at scans now and go, yeah, that's it. But I'm very intuitive with it too. And I use the eyes and the iridology along with it. And it's like, it all just comes real easy for me. But to explain it to someone, that's where all the education and stuff comes in. And it's just like, I don't have time for that. It takes a lot of time and effort.
That's where I charge my consultation fee.
Yeah.
Is the time it takes to explain the database and all the other reports. So it's still a win-win.
Yeah, and I think that there will still be some level of explanation as a practitioner, but we're not going to have to, go through the eye of the needle anymore with it. I think it's going to be a little bit more simplified. At least that's the way Lauren has put it. And what I also liked about it was that since I have the thermography unit, he says that when you do a thermal scan or take pictures of people, it will also correlate along with the thermography scan, and the thermography scan will correlate along with the AO scanner to tell your clients, okay, in the AO scan, you need to scan and optimize these areas to improve, the area or the functions of this area, because your thermoscan is showing some impedance in that area or some, inflammation or whatever it is. So the AO scan, it will tell you what you need to do in the AO scan, and then the thermography scan, or in the AO scan, it will tell you what you need to have thermography. And I was like, Lauren, are you kidding me? This is amazing. And his dream is that it's all incorporated into one module where it's all accessible. And he says that once the devices go away, that you'll eventually see the thermography show up, I guess, in the menu. So I'm just so excited about it because they're just kind of connecting everything so that we have everything in one place.
Love it.
I do too.
Hey, Miss Tammy,
Yeah.
the Canva link requires your permission.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. And I'll go in there once the call is over and approve all those requests.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yep.
Tammy?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I'm trying to get clarity on devices going away.
Yeah.
Are you saying totally going away?
Yes, the handheld phone and the tablet is going away. The only thing that we will offer from here on out is the bone conductors, either wired or Bluetooth, because those bone conductors used along with the application or the technology is what's going to give you your most accurate scans. Now, with that being said, when you do a remote scan, they are not wearing the bone conductors. Now, if you really wanted to get serious about it, maybe have several of the wired ones that you send out and then they send them back, then you could do that. But in all honesty, the Lauren has always stated that you only lose about 7 to 15% accuracy without the bone conductors. But people like to hear and feel like the inner voice. I know myself, I love wearing my bone conductors when I'm doing my inner voice tones and wearing my glasses. To me, it is a much more effective approach to it. So that's how I do it. Now, there has been times like this morning I woke up and Scott was in his chair and he was playing his tunes out loud, but it was because he was awakened early by one of the dogs and he goes, I'm just too tired. I'm like, hey, I get it. But he still gets benefit, so yeah, those, the handheld and the tablet are going away. And the reason is because our technology has outpaced the older devices or the 4G devices, the devices that the manufacturers have put in sanctions where they cannot get past them. So it's not the technology that's the problem, it's the actual devices. So they've let us know what we need to look for devices, the specifications. I put that in the team chat. If you guys need me to re-put it in there, I will. We all got an email that stated what those specifications are. So if you need to know what those are, you can either look in your email or I'll repost it in the group, and I'll also repost it in the QLA group so everybody has access to that. But you can pretty much buy your own Android, you can pretty much buy your own Apple phone, whatever device you choose to purchase, you still need to have a standalone device for your practice. You don't want to just put it on a cell phone, because what happens if you're using your cell phone as your scanner and someone calls you, it interrupts that scan. So as a practitioner, you still want to have your own dedicated device, but you can go to Costco and pick up, I think a tablet was like $167. We went yesterday and they were out of them, but they did have the price thing still on it. So I know Walmart has several devices that you can pick. I picked up a laptop for Scott for $150. So you can pick them up pretty cheap. Now on the laptops, just to let you know, you'd want one that lays flat so that you can do the imprinting. However, Lauren stated in our presence, wait till day of discovery, whatever that means. I think there's my interpretation was that there's possibly maybe an attachment coming for the Cephy. That's just kind of what I put together. And Lauren always says that he can't keep anything hidden from me because I catch on too quick. But so that
Okay,
is
but
what that means.
if we have already bought the standalone, it would continue to work. Yes or no?
It should continue to work. Just keep listening to what the company says about maybe updates on it or whatever. And it may work for another year, 2 years, and it may end up where you have to buy another device. I don't know that answer just yet.
Okay.
I know the new Uliphones is the ones that they're having the most problems with currently. Those are the ones that they've told you to upload Firefox and then go from the Firefox browser to the application. So in my mind, that like my old Blackview, I've not had any issues with it at all. And they said that they have not had any issues with this one. But in order to, they're not a device company, guys. We're getting away from devices. So just try to, make that transition with your people that you're talking to. And pretty soon you'll see the devices disappear in the back office. Any other questions? Any other comments? Any other thoughts?
Tammy, I did look at that one laptop or tablet, I guess, that you were I think it was a laptop, the one that yoga that lays flat.
Yeah.
That's a cool piece of equipment.
Yeah, I thought so too. I mean, the way I haven't looked at it online, but the way he explained it, but I think it's kind of pricey. Did you see the price on it?
Yeah, it wasn't the 160. It was more like the tablet price. I think it was 900 or something like that.
Yeah, he was saying around 700 is what he's seen some of them go for, but I've not looked into it, honestly.
Yeah.
In fact, I asked him because our thermography computer is a Lenovo, and he said it's a Lenovo Yoga or something. And so I said, "Oh, so is our thermography laptop? Does it lay down flat?" And he goes, "No." So
it's not the Yoga. Yeah, this one had a 1 terabyte hard drive, so I'm sure that's what drove the price up.
Yeah, this one doesn't. Oh no, this one does lay flat.
Yeah,
I have a Surface Pro 10 that lays flat too. It lays like you can. Yeah, so there's several options where they figured out we want to be able to flatten those things.
Yeah. So that one I can actually use as a professional model. If I were showing it somewhere, I could take it with me and I could put my AO Scan app on it, because you can actually imprint with one that lays flat. That would be the reason why you'd want a laptop to lay flat, so that you can imprint on the screen. Brenda is asking if I know if there are any plans to allow us to upload our own frequencies and then broadcast those easily. I know there is a workaround for this, but I'd love to be able to do it natively in the app. I think that there is chatter on that, but I think it's probably a little bit further down the line, Brenda, but maybe quicker than we realize. And I know that there's also there's talk about, how you can set time limits for running Cephys on like groups or people or whatever. There's also that coming down the line. There is so much that the scanner can do that they've not been able to work on, because they've been working all the glitches, out of these phones and devices. So now they're going to be able to focus just on the technology. So hold on to your hats, people, because I think it's just going to start getting better and better.
Tammy, for those of us that qualified to be beta testers before Day of Discovery, do you know when that's coming?
I don't.
Okay.
They haven't even talked about that, so
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. And congrats if you got that, because I know I don't think I have.
What?
I might have, I don't know. I have a hard time keeping up
I'm
with
pretty
what
sure
I'm
you're on
doing.
the list. I'm pretty sure.
Any other questions, comments, thoughts?
Tammy, the university, when we complete the first round of university, and we were supposed to get a coupon for phase 2, and it hasn't come in yet. Do you know if those have been released for those?
You mean a
phase 2?
coupon? What do you mean a coupon?
It's a 20% discount for taking phase 2.
Yeah, now that you should get an email that says you've completed, here's your certificate, and here's your 20%. You've not received
I
that?
had to tell my computer, this was my experience. In order to get that coupon, I not only had to complete it in the university, but it's like I had to tell them twice in 2 different places that I completed it.
Oh, you know what? And I think I know exactly what you're talking about, because whenever we were at leadership, Deborah came and spoke to us, and she goes, and remember, you guys have a 20% off coupon that never expires, da 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 da. And I went, we did? And so then she resent me mine and said, but you still have a little bit of university phase 1 to complete. And I went, no, I've completed everything. Well, it's because they updated basic training. So you have to go back through and finish the basic training again. But I still have the 20% back there in my back office. So I would
And
call
that would
them,
be
Vicki.
okay. That would be a wise thing to do before Day of Discovery, is to get the university underneath our belt.
Yes. I think so too. Well, I mean, as far as you want to go in it anyway, because you don't have to do 2, 3, or 2 and 3, 1, 2, and 3, and if you don't want to. It's just to further, opening up those different aspects in the scanner. But some people are very happy with running what they currently have. They don't want to delve deeper.
I want to dig deeper.
Yeah, me too. But I'm an overachiever.
Yeah, I think we're both the same way on that. Talking about Day of Discovery, also, I posted in our Facebook chat the front runner train that leaves from Salt Lake City to Provo. And the people where we're staying, the front desk was really nice to get me on that link. So I posted that on the link last night.
Oh,
it's
cool.
got the schedule, how to use the front runner. It's $12.50 round trip from Salt Lake City to Provo, from Salt Lake City Airport. I mean, and what better way to travel and see 85 miles, an hour and 15 minutes of tourism with open glass high-speed train.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a road trip. So anybody that's coming in on the 13th, I get into Salt Lake City that afternoon. I'm planning on hitting the Roadrunner about 6 o'clock. It puts us into Provo about 7:15. Anybody that wants to travel with me, give me a shout on Facebook.
How cool. Thanks
And the
for
links
sharing that.
Yeah, the links are on Facebook too. How to use the front runner. So it looks real easy. Just you don't want to carry a lot of luggage with you. You want a carry-on and maybe a suitcase that's on a rolly, but you've got 30 seconds to jump from the platform onto the train. So you don't have a lot of time to take 3 or 4 suitcases with you. You got to travel light on this.
That is awesome. Oh, I've got let me copy the link and I'll put it in our chat.
Okay, if you can't, I can probably go back and find it too.
There it is. I think.
Perfect.
Wait a minute. No.
Let me check it.
It didn't copy.
Yeah, it did. It did on mine. Yeah, it did. It's about the front runners. You'll see UTA, Utah Transit Authority, and it'll say front runner on the front page. But it's very informative.
Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing that.
I'm excited. I'm ready to go
I'm
tomorrow.
so excited too. In fact, Lauren called me the other day and goes, "Are you getting excited about cross country trekking again?" I'm like, "Yeah, because we're gonna have a guest with us this time. So it'll be fun."
How's your allergies in Utah that time of the year?
I've not had any issues, but now Nadia was at the leadership retreat with me, and boy, the pollen and stuff just hit her real hard. So if something like that does affect you, now that was, a couple weeks ago. We'll be there in September, but September it's usually pretty warm, and everything's already bloomed because right now it's blooming. So
Okay.
you should be okay, but everybody's different.
I'm bringing my portable air device, so if anybody needs it, we can stick it in their room.
There you go.
It's just real tiny and it works. It works great for allergies.
Great. All right, guys, any other thoughts, concerns, questions? All right.
She's so sweet.
She is so
She
sweet.
looks so happy.
She is happy. Mwah. There's my girl. They're really both doing very well. So Sunshine's getting a little bit more and more every day. So we're so excited to see that come out. Scott did some emotion code on her last night, so we'll see what today brings. So
God had a plan there, girlfriend.
yep. He did. All right, guys. Well, if no other questions or thoughts, concerns, we will call it a day. And I will see everybody on Monday.
Thank you, Tammy.
You're welcome, and get well, Alice.
Thank you, dear.
Uh-huh. All right,
Ma'am.
guys. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
You're welcome.